Good morning, Standard 8. I am going to continue chapter 2, plant tissue. In this video, dear student, I am going to explain you about the complex permanent tissue. So let us know about it. Complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue are of the two type. First, xylem tissue, and second is phloem tissue. Dear student, xylem and phloem tissue both are known as a complex permanent tissue. Why it is known as a complex permanent tissue? Because these two type of the tissue are made of the different type of the cells. So let us know by which type of the cell these two type of the tissue are being made. First, tracheids. Second, vessels. Xylem, parenchyma. Fourth, xylem fiber. So four type of the cell used to make the tissue known as a xylem tissue, whereas phloem tissue it is being made of sieve cells, companion cell, phloem, parenchyma, and phloem fiber. So dear student, you see the different type of the tissue. These two type of the tissue, xylem tissue and phloem tissue, are known as a complex permanent tissue. Known as a complex permanent tissue. Reason behind it, different type of the cells by these two type of the tissue are being made. So xylem tissue is being made of the tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and phloem and the xylem fiber, whereas the phloem tissue are being made of sieve cell, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. So dear student, now you came to know about the type of the cell by which these two type of the tissue are being made. So now you came to know why xylem tissue and phloem tissue known as a complex permanent tissue, because They are made of the different type of the cells. Now, let us know about the working of the xylem tissue. Xylem tissue help in transportation of water and minerals. Water and minerals. Minerals dissolve in the water. Second, phloem tissue help in the transport of food. Dear student, let us understand with the help of the diagram the function of xylem tissue and phloem tissue. Dear students, see this diagram. Here you see ring type of the structure are being made. Ring type of the structure. And this is the structure of the xylem tissue. You see here this ring type of structure connected, and by these rings only we can identify either it is the xylem tissue or the phloem tissue. So the rings are in the turn way, and by due to this turning only it create a pressure. Xylem tissue used to create pressure, and by this only the upward movement of the water used to take place. The transportation of the water from down to up. Also, minerals are dissolved in the water. So dear students, this is the diagram of the xylem tissue which help in the transportation of water and the minerals as it is being absorbed by the roots from the soil. Absorbed from the soils by the root and help in the upward movement of the water and the minerals. Next you see the phloem tissue. This is the diagram of the phloem tissue. So phloem tissue used to consist of the sieve cells, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and the phloem fiber. So this is the diagram. By this diagram you can identify this is the diagram of the phloem tissue, and you see in the phloem tissue there are the sieve plates. These are known as a sieve plate. These sieve plates are perforated and allow the pre-flow in the slow motion transportation of the food from upward to downward. This plate only help in the free movement of the food from upward to downward, dear student. Now, trachea and the vessels are known as a trachary elements, whereas xylem parenchyma, as you know very well, it help in the storage of the food and water, dear student. Xylem fiber used to support the xylem tissue and make it hard and rigid and help in transportation of the water and mineral. Same way, sieve cell, companion cell, which used to make a pathway through which the food is being transported from upward to downward. As food is being prepared in the leaf, and from there it is being transported by the help of the phloem tissue. Phloem parenchyma, which help in the storage of the starch and the fat, dear student. Whereas phloem fiber which support in the functioning of the phloem tissue. So xylem tissue and phloem tissue both together, it is also known as a vascular bundle. Dear student. Vascular bundle, reason behind it, vascular means transportation of the nutrients, minerals in the form of the liquid. So xylem tissue and the phloem tissue both together are known as either the vascular tissue or known as a vascular bundle. So dear student, please you read about the topic of the complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue, xylem tissue and phloem tissue. And these two types of the tissue are associated with the transportation